So now that we're done with the mobility, the flexibility, and the basic activation, more so for my upper body, we're gonna head to the apartment gym. Well, hello there, my fine friends. I just got home from seeing some patients and I went on a nice run this morning with my friend Rebecca. We went out to Corona Del Mar where there's amazing, beautiful, giant houses and we did a run. It was fun. I didn't do my strength and injury prevention program. And that's pretty important, right? Because I am training for a half marathon and the last thing I want to do is get hurt. These injury prevention programs have been super important for me since freshman year of college because I got my first injury in high school, took a while to figure it out, didn't know what to do. When I got to college, it was Division I and they kind of give you whatever you want. So I got a running analysis, I got a PT, and that is when the world of rehab started for me because I realized how much it helped me. In the end, it helped get me my profession, my career as a licensed physical therapist assistant. I mean, injuries aren't fun,
but I learned.
And I learned how to treat myself like a real patient. Took me a while though. I'm gonna go ahead and go inside, I'm gonna change, and we are gonna go through my current injury prevention program, and I'm gonna tell you everything about it. If you're a runner, take note. All right, I'm gonna head in. Oh my gosh.
Hi, Cutie.
You're here still?
Yeah, I'm about to leave.
Oh, that scared me.
Who are you filming for?
For YouTube.
Oh, nice.
So, sometimes certain foods kind of boost my energy. They're not the healthiest, but they're freaking delicious. And they are these. I'm gonna pop maybe one, maybe not two, just one. It's gonna be good. And then I'll take it through the routine so you can stay injury free. And don't forget, subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a big thumbs up and follow my Instagram. And we're gonna go get our GYMSHARK outfit on. I ordered a GYMSHARK outfit. Just want to kind of join the GYMSHARK fam, see what it's like. Maybe eventually I'll be an athlete. So here I'm wearing the Apex Seamless Low-Rise Shorts in teal, and then I'm wearing the Whitney Mesh Sports Bra in black. I love this sports bra. Okay, onto the stretching and mobility. I always start with the basics, so I start with a hamstring stretch. I use a theraband, but you can use any sort of strap. And then I drop it down into an adductor stretch, keeping my right hip on the floor. And look at my feet, they're a little dirty.
Sorry about that.
And of course, I make sure to cover both sides, doing the hamstring stretch and the adductor stretch on the right side as well. Basic static stretching is the best way for me to kind of start getting mobility before I do my strengthening exercises. So this next stretch is meant to increase my hip external rotation. So I'm going to start by pushing my foot into the ground. The idea is to fatigue the internal rotator so the external rotator has more mobility. I'm going to push my foot into the ground for 10 seconds, hold for 10 seconds, and repeat that 3 to 5 times. And then, of course, do it on the other side, which, as you can see, this side has a lot more mobility, and I added this little hip flexor and quad stretch to it. It definitely hurts, but
looks pretty
impressive to me.
And now we're gonna do a hip flexor stretch. We wanna open up our hip flexors so that, at least for running, you have more of a push off. If your hip flexor is tight, you don't. Remember, you're not gonna just lean forward. You wanna tuck your hip and you're gonna lean forward just a little bit until you feel the hip flexor stretching in the location I am pointing to. And please, 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 guys, don't forget to do both sides. We gotta keep everything in balance because imbalance is how we get hurt. This next exercise is an activation exercise that increases mobility, specifically your external hip rotation, as shown before in the previous stretch. And as you can see, I have more external rotation on the right than the left, so that is what I'm working on. So you're going to start in the position shown below, and I'm going to push my foot into the ground for 10 seconds. And then, as you can see, I am lifting the foot up into an external rotation position actively and holding it for 10 seconds. As you can see, I want to keep my body in a nice straight line, and I want to repeat this 5 times, pushing into the ground for 10 seconds and holding an external rotation for 10 seconds. The idea of this isometric exercise is to fatigue the internal rotators so that you have increased external rotation and gain strength in those deep external rotators. Now that we've kind of fatigued those deep external rotators, we want to stretch them. So we're going to cross one leg over the other and pull into our chest so that we feel a deep stretch in our butt. Now we're just going to do a pec opener stretch so that we have some mobility when we do our upper body strengthening. We're gonna get in a staggered position. We're gonna put our arm up in 90 degrees on the side of the wall. We're gonna lean forward, relaxing our upper traps and feeling our pec open. You can also move it up and down into different positions to hit different parts of the pecs. Don't forget to tuck your hips and turn your core on so you don't strain your lower back. So this next exercise is meant to activate lots of muscles in your upper body, including your rotator cuff, your mid trap, your lower traps, your rhomboids, and make sure to relax your upper traps and drop your shoulders down. You're gonna do 10-second holds 10 times. This exercise is not meant to be difficult, but just to turn on the upper body postural muscles. So now that we're done with the mobility, the flexibility, and the basic activation, more so for my upper body, we're gonna head to the apartment gym and I am going to show you some of my lower body injury prevention strengthening exercises for my glutes, and then I'll kind of throw in a little arm workouts. This is kind of my normal basic routine. As you guys know, in another video, I showed you how I strengthen my toes. If you want to check out that, head to this video and you'll find how to strengthen all of your little toes.
And they are very important in running.
Especially trail running, preventing overflexion or extension of your feet, and they will strengthen them in a more detailed way. By the way, it's been super cold lately here in Cali, and gonna head over with this jacket on. Don't want to cover up my cute Whitney Simmons sports bra and GYMSHARK bottoms, but sometimes you gotta do it when it's cold.
All right, okay.
Seriously, we're heading over. Alright, on to the glutes. We're going to go ahead and put this green band up above our knees. Make sure that throughout this exercise you keep the ball of your foot planted. Next, you're going to abduct and adduct one side, as you can see, going out and in, only using the femur and not letting your hips rotate, feeling the outside of the butt. If you're having trouble keeping the balls of the feet down, you can take a loop theraband and stretch it a bit, put it under the balls of your feet so that if the balls of the feet come off the ground, the band is going to snap. So this next exercise is very similar to the last, except you are performing it in more of a staggered position that is more specific to running. And of course we want an exercise that will transfer directly to running, because then we'll be a better runner, right? So this next exercise is kind of a modified side plank, but with a static clam. As you can see, I'm holding in a static clam, but I'm also retracting my upper body, using my oblique, really feeling the burn in my booty, doing 2 to 3 sets. And then, of course, progress to a minute. But as you can see, I got tired, so I decreased the resistance so that I can maintain my form. Okay, well, I was done with most of the injury prevention exercises, so I decided to do some basic upper body strengthening. So I did some bicep curls, some single arm rows, and some skull crushers for the triceps. And I'm done. And I head back to the apartment and do a couple more little things and I'll show you. And yeah, I painted one nail, forgot to paint the others. So I don't usually do all of these exercises in one session, but I wanted to be sure to show you all of them. This one is just a basic heel raise on a wedge, but the difference is you're going to push your toes into the ground as you lower nice and slow. This helps to strengthen your toe flexors, foot flexors, and to allow more grip while you're running, especially on trails. Next one's a little tricky. It's a very basic exercise you probably have heard of, just side steps with the theraband, but you cannot rock. Rocking is not going to isolate those glutes correctly, so I am going nice and slow and trying to use those lateral glutes without rocking. It is not easy. As you can see, I am rocking a little bit. Not rocking and isolating those glutes is going to increase your lateral glute strength. So make sure to control and go slow. Okay guys, that is all for today. That is pretty much my entire prehab routine. Seems to be working very well, and as I said, trying to work on this guy, because when my body seems to fatigue while running, it seems to first be this guy. So we are working on that, and it's gonna take a lot because when you run, it's so repetitive, and gotta get this one to build endurance. If you are a runner, or if you are interested in becoming a runner,
you don't even have to be a runner.
Try out all these exercises. They are great, and they come from the mind of a licensed physical therapist assistant that was also given knowledge from another PT who's amazing. And don't you forget, I'm gonna be doing those breathing exercises as well. I do them in the morning before a run, along with a couple activation exercises that you saw earlier. We're gonna go ahead and close out this video. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me doing my prehab and adding in, of course, a couple arm exercises because just had to. If you have any questions or want more videos like this, let me know. I'm trying to incorporate a little bit more on the actual fitness and running side. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel. Follow my Instagram. And I gotta set you down for this because you know it's the most important part of the video. So if you want to be fit, if you want to be strong, if you want to become a runner or be a strong athletic person that is fit and ready for anything, you gotta lift weights, you gotta keep that booty strong, you gotta keep that upper body and posture going
So that you
Can.
stay hyped.